Donald J. Trump will be reelected by a landslide come 2020. Make no mistake about that. Secondly, Tony Gallo is going to be elected as sheriff of this county. Make no mistake about that. And the Republicans that are running for freeholder, assembly, senate, or whatever, they too are going to be elected to office. And I'm going to tell you why and how I know that. Make America great again begins in our homes. It begins with people running for school boards, city councils, the office of mayor, state assembly, state senate, United States Congress. And we have candidates in this state. We have candidates like Tony Gallo and those individuals running for office who are helping the President of the United States make America great again. And folks, we've made it great and we're going to keep it great as long as we make sure the individuals in this state and across the country are going to be elected to office. Now, there's a few things you need to know. When we travel around the country, I just got back from Tampa, Florida. From here, I'm on my way to Washington, D.C. But there was something that we wanted to find out from the American people. There's something we wanted to find out from people in the state of New Jersey. We wanted to know what was the overwhelming concern that they have with regard to their country, this country that flies the stars and stripes. It wasn't taxes. And believe it or not, folks, it wasn't illegal immigration. But you know what it was? It was socialism. They're concerned about the United States of America becoming a socialist country. It is not going to become a socialist country. It's not going to become a socialist country because men like Tony Gallo and others have been standing up for the principles in which this nation was founded upon. I got to tell you, I've never seen a more hard-working man run for office than Anthony Gallo. This guy's all over the place. You ever see that map, Where's Waldo, or the newest map, Where's Hunter? Well, we know where Tony Gallo is. He's all over the place. God bless you, Tony. God bless you. So here's the choice. It's either elect men and women running for office in this party, and particularly men like Anthony Gallo, or it's electing socialists. The Dem Socialist Party, folks, they're going to grab our guns. They're out of their minds. They're grabbing nothing. The Second Amendment is not negotiable. It is a constitutional right. And we have men like Tony Gallo who are standing strong by the Second Amendment. Tony has committed himself to doing what? To making sure that he will not have officers not cooperate with ICE. He's going to have his sheriff's department and police officers and law enforcement cooperate with ICE. Why? Because Tony is opposed to illegal immigration. It is as simple as that. The Dem Socialist Party and those running against Tony are trying to lead us to believe, well, these individuals are not criminals. If you're here illegally, you're a criminal, period. If you're a shoplifter, you're a criminal. If you're a burglar, you're a criminal. You commit a crime, you're a criminal. And Anthony Gallo has made it very clear that he is going to stand on what? He's going to stand on law and order. The Democrat Socialist Party, they stand on the principles of Lenin, of Stalin, and Marx. This man stands on the principles of the Constitution of the United States of America. That's what he stands on. And this is what is at stake, folks. This is what is at stake. The future of this country, and it could begin here in Middlesex County. It could begin right here. I believe Tony Gallo and the candidates across this state running for offices from state assembly, actually from boards of education all the way up to the United States Senate. I believe they could light a torch that will illuminate what? That shining city on a hill that the Holy Bible talks about, that John Winthrop talked about, that Ronald Reagan talked about, that Ronald Reagan not only talked about but made happen through a lot of his policies, and that President Trump was talking about. This man running for office in this county, I'm going to tell you something. He's going to light it up, and he's going to light it up because he has the people here in this county that know that the future of their children and their grandchildren and their future is at stake. So I leave you with this. And wherever I go across this country, I ask people to do us something, do us a favor. And here's what I'm going to ask you to do. You're going to leave here today, and you're going to go home, And you're going to wake up tomorrow the next day, and as you walk through this park or walk in a mall or wherever you're going, you're going to see children. You're going to see them being strolled by mom or dad or grandma and grandpa. I want you to look at those children long and look at them hard and look at them in their eyes. Because 15 years from now, or maybe 20 years from now, that child that you look at in your time will ask you in his or her time, Mom, Dad, Aunt, Uncle, Grandma, Grandpa, what did you do
to stand up against bigotry? That's what they'll say. What did you do to stand up against this anti-immigrant, xenophobic bigotry? That's what they will say. That's what they will say.
Shut your fucking mouth.
That's what they will say.
Don't interrupt the guy.
That's what they will say. That's what they will say. Shame on you. That's what they will say. That's what they will say. That's what they will. That's what they will say.
Mess with me. Go ahead.
I'm not messing with. This is terrible. This is xenophobic bigotry.
Xenophobic.
It is.
Go.
It is.
Go. Don't give me that look, bro. You have no idea who you're messing with right now.
Let's go.
I'm not. Why are you so
You don't
violent?
wanna
I'm
give me
just
that
saying
look.
this is terrible.
Go.
This is
Go.
shameful.
You want to protest? Go.
I do. This
You
is
got the
awful.
right.
You
got
should
the
too.
right. You got the right. Don't
You're-
tell me what I should do. Brother,
You're telling me what I should
brother,
do?
I signed on the dotted line for this country. Don't tell me what I
That's
should
so-
do. Stay out here and start your crap.
This is awful.
Stay out here and
This
start
is
your crap.
terrible.
Stay out here and start your crap.
Because somebody doesn't have a piece of paper, we
Stay
should
out here and
lock
start
them
your
up.
crap.
That's ridiculous. They're not criminal. Being here without papers is not criminal.
the stars and stripes? What did you do in your time to make sure that I lived in a country?
What did you do? Remember that. What did you do?
Worship God.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
And I hope to God
Shame on you.
and I know you'll be able to.
Shame on you.
And in my time, young man or young woman,
Shame on white supremacy.
and I did
Shame on you.
by re-electing
Shame on your hateful bigotry.
presidency of the United States.
Yes, I am. If you're here supporting this xenophobia, you are. Okay, sure.
My state and in my community,
Okay. I'll be a crybaby. I'll be a crybaby. I am crying about this.
who stood with strength, who was
This is terrifying.
every day
You got a broken
not only
hand.
campaigning for the sheriff
You got a broken
of
hand.
Middlesex County, but
broken
campaigning
hand.
for the survival
It's broke.
of
That's right,
my
thumbs up,
country,
man.
and
Thumbs
that
up.
man is Anthony
2020.
Gallo. God bless you, Anthony.
Boo! Boo! Shame on you for being here. Shame on you. Shame on you.
God bless that man, at least he has a voice. You know, it's his right to feel his way.
Who are you the voice for? Who are you the voice for? Bigots. Bigotry.
Somebody do me a favor, I know there's a
That's right,
police
USA
officer
is
here.
right,
He told me
buddy.
if you had any problems, just give him a call.
Go back to the
Listen, this
social
rally is
stuff.
not
Go
just
to
about
Venezuela.
me.
Go
It's a
ahead.
coalition. Coalition of many people, including Steve
I'm upset. I'm scared.
Don't be upset.
I'm
Hi,
terrified.
Tara. Nice to meet you.
I'm Jimmy. Nice to
Why,
meet you.
What's the matter?
Do you know what he's running on? His platform?
I think he's a patriot. I think
No, he's running on an anti-sanctuary platform. I have so many undocumented friends, neighbors, family. Like, he wants to just lock them up, put them in
So
cages.
do I, but I
You
don't
do?
think he-
Do you
I
really? Then why would you be here?
Well,
They're not here. They're terrified of him in this madness.
oh, well, they shouldn't be.
They
I
should-
mean,
what?
they're
They shouldn't be.
Well, they're victims too, right? Don't you think they're victims as well?
No, he wants to make them victims. I think we should make them citizens. This is terrifying.
Well, yeah.
And think about all the other things he's against.
Don't you think that the government maybe should make better laws then, so people will come legally instead of having them?
How
live
did
in
how did we get
shadows
here?
like
We
that?
came here one day on Ellis Island. We were in because we're white. Think about all these laws that are now. It makes it so hard for people to come here legally. And some of them are so desperate because they have no other choice. And a lot of them come here because of reasons we made, situations the U.S. is responsible
So then
for.
shouldn't the government, maybe the legislator, for example, pass laws, reform the immigration system so that people like your friends can come through a legal process? Why?
But calling them
It's
illegals, that's
unfair.
dehumanizing. Do you use that term? Be honest. Do you call them
Do I use
illegals?
I
That's
sometimes-
awful. That's like that's a racist slur. It's a
not-
xenophobic
but
slur.
It's nothing to do with their race, or it's
It is, because you don't hear white undocumented immigrants being called illegals. They're ignored. It's the brown and black ones.
Right.
You gotta see that.
I
I'm here by
don't
myself.
really.
I'm scared
Right,
because
no,
I.
but
Did you
good
see
for
that guy who was ready to punch me in the face?
Well,
I'm not not here to be violent, but I am here. This is where my son plays soccer. This is where I played. I played as a kid. This is scary.
We should all be on the same team. You shouldn't be scared.
I am scared of
Are you
this.
scared of me? I'm not a scary
I am a
person.
little, to be honest, because you're with them. Like, why are you with them? You seem better than them.
Well, I'm
You
just-
saw how they reacted when I came. The guy was ready to punch me in the
People are
face. I don't want to punch anybody,
Of
but I don't
course
want bigotry having a free platform in my town.
Right. No, and you have every right to stand for your beliefs, and you should. And you should. But I'm just telling you, these people are no people to be afraid of.
Are you kidding
They're
me?
not
Yeah, if you're
harmful,
white, they're not anybody to be afraid
evil,
of.
and it has
But if you're
nothing to do with
undocumented,
race.
brown, black,
People there-
LGBTQ, you have a right. You should be afraid of these
I
people.
have friends and family members that are all of those things.
That support
So
Trump?
obviously,
No, I don't think so.
yes,
I don't. Not that support this kind of. And if they do, they're deluded.
Yeah,
They're
like I
delusional,
have
and there's many of those too, who want to get a taste of that privilege and then be on the oppressing side. But the marginalized and oppressed, we have to stand with them, not against them.
But that's what we're trying to do.
No, you're not. You are the white people have all the power in this country. They always have, always will, unless we do something to make it more equal and
Right,
fair
but
for
what's your
everybody.
something?
What's my something? Well, certainly not to push forward this kind of bigotry, to push forward candidates who are against this, who oppose white supremacy, who are not afraid to speak up against racism. Tony said racism is an issue of the past. Do you agree with that?
Racism an issue of the past. I think the Democrat Party is a racist party. So
What?
no,
Against
it's
who?
not an issue.
Against white people, right? There's no,
No,
against
not
who?
against
Who are
white
the
people.
Democrats?
I think-
Well, yeah, there's racist white people in the Democratic Party. I agree. But the Democratic Party in general is the party for people who are marginalized and
See,
oppressed.
I disagree with you.
You think it's the Republican Party?
Yes, I do.
What? Based on what principles?
Well, the principle of individual liberty. Okay.
We
And
have that.
The Democrat.
And I'm not a strong diehard Democrat. I'm just saying that's the party I align with now because they
No, I got you.
have more of the things I
know,
believe in.
And I, if I thought that, I would be. I would.
I mean, how about this?
I'm
Do you
not a
do you
racist, I
follow
promise you.
black and brown people, or do you think you know better than them? 'Cause
I don't
look
think
at
I
the
know better
why
than
do you think the
anybody.
majority of black and brown people are Democrats? Why?
Right. Well, I have.
Don't you
my
think they know better than
opinions.
us what stands against
No,
racism?
it's
I think they
it's
know
not
better
a
than
matter
us.
of what they know or who knows
They know much.
better.
We should be listening
I
to
don't-
and learning from black and brown people. We shouldn't be thinking we know better. Look at this rally. It's predominantly white, right? Why?
There's
You don't see black. You see maybe one or two black or brown people here. They're not here to this rally. Maybe one or two. Maybe one Candace Owens, one Dinesh D'Souza, but that's it. Why? Because they know this is bigoted nonsense.
Dinesh D'Souza.
They know better than we ever could. They know better than we
Sir,
ever could.
well, why? See, but that's what I'm talking about. You're putting people into groups based on their race.
Because that's what America did to
I'm
begin
saying
with.
that
That's what
not
America's built on.
the right way to
It's
do
America's
it.
built on that. And until we dismantle it, it's going to continue to be
It's
like
not
that.
built on that,
What?
sir.
What was America built on? It wasn't built by white slaveholders
freedom and liberty.
for white people.
Well, they didn't follow the Constitution at the time.
That was the writers of the Constitution were all slaveholding races.
Right. Well, they might have been slaveholders.
And they were
not
racist. They
all
were
of
white
them. There
supremacists.
was-
Okay, if you enslave someone, you're a racist. Period.
Sir, slavery's
That's
been
it.
around since the beginning of time, right? We didn't invent it here.
It started getting abolished way before the U.S. was found.
Right,
And why?
you know who
why
brought
did?
it back to life?
Who?
A Democrat. Andrew
slavery?
Jackson. Absolutely. He was dead.
And he's awful. And
Dead,
Trump has a
dead,
picture of him
dead.
in his office because he
He's a
loves them.
Democrat.
He led the Indian relocation,
that
forced removal act.
Yes, he was a
Traumatized
Democrat.
indigenous
He was
peoples.
a Democrat.
Democratic Party is the Democratic Party then is the new Republican Party now. Yes, absolutely.
To me, see,
Absolutely.
the way I see it is that they're still the racist party because they pit races against one another. The whole point of this
And Republicans
country
just ignore racism and
is
says it doesn't
individual
exist.
Liberty. That's all. Well, listen.
I agree with individual. I think we all should have.
Well,
That's why
right.
I'm here.
A raceless
I don't think I should get punched in the face for being here.
No, you shouldn't. Of course not. That's why I came over. I said, this poor guy's here by himself, and everybody's like, and you have a right to be here. But you might want to, instead of coming and yelling,
I don't know what else to do,
I
man.
would. You
Like,
speak
I'm
to
here.
people. Like you're speaking to me. I'm
That's
not
the
a
thing.
bad
You guys are
person,
not
I
going to change your
promise you.
minds. No, but you support toxic ideology. That's for sure.
I
You
don't
do. You
think
don't.
it's
You might not. Come on. Listen to the people who are harmed by it. Then that's what you must do. We can't think as white people that we know better than them. Listen to the people who are the most harmed by these policies
I listen
and ask
to
them.
all people.
What?
I listen to all people. I don't.
You
go
listen
by
to
their
people like
race
this.
or
You're not
ethnic-
listening to enough people who are on the other side, who are standing against this toxic bigotry. Like, it's awful.
It's not
I can't believe this
toxic
happening in my
bigotry.
town. You see this stuff in Charlottesville. But like now it's happening in Woodbridge. I can't believe this.
These are all nice.
No.
people.
There's
I
not about.
promise
It's not
you,
about
sir.
good and
I
bad,
will
right and
not
wrong, nice and.
associate
This is
with anybody
terrible.
like that. That's all. I just want you to understand that we're not people here are not.
The
evil. They're not
ideology is
bigots.
evil.
I
White supremacy
promise
is
you.
evil.
But that's not what's
It
being
is.
promoted
It
here.
is. Come on.
It's
I know you.
not.
In the
I
right wing
would
news, of course not.
never.
You need to listen to other voices.
I listen to other voices all the time. I'm
No.
sitting here listening to you, right?
You're listening to me. I appreciate that.
Because I want you not to be so mad and not to be frightened.
How am I supposed to feel when this is happening in my town?
Conversate with people of
How
a
you doing,
different
sir?
viewpoint.
I'm upset about this. I don't know if you know what this is about.
It's a rally for somebody that's running for sheriff.
And you know what his platform is?
Doesn't matter.
Anti-sanctuary. He's xenophobic against undocumented friends and neighbors. This is bigotry. It's scary. I'm terrified. I'm being honest with you. I'm not overreacting.
I mean, he wants to have his views.
He does,
You
and I want to have
yours.
mine. Some guy was in my face with his fist. I don't want any violence. I just want to speak my views too.
And you know what? You're welcome to have your views. It's a free country. He's going to have his views. He's going to run on his platform. He's permitted to be here, and he's allowed to do that.
Yes.
However, you can't cause an issue at his rally.
So what can I do? Can I
can
bring
you-
a sign and say no human is illegal? I think I have the right to do that.
If you
That's what
wanna-
democracy
if
is
you wanna
built
do that,
on.
you could do that.
Do you agree with me? Be
But you
honest.
can't
Can you
go
believe?
over
Can you
into the
agree that
middle
no
of his
human
rally
being is
and-
illegal? Can you agree with that?
I'm not here to give you my
But you
political
are a
views.
human being. You
I'm
are a
not
human
here to give
being.
you my political views. I'm just
Do you
here to tell
support
you
him,
that
yes or
you
no?
can't cause, huh?
Do you support him? Do you want him to be the new sheriff? Please, do you want Mildred Scott or him? That's all I'm asking. As a human being to human being.
That's besides the point.
But it's part of the point.
No,
'Cause
that's
I know
not.
there's officers that don't support this.
That doesn't
You're
matter.
one of the ones that- please,
It's
like, please tell me you
besides
don't
the point.
support this guy.
That's not what I'm here for.
You're probably his friend. That's why you're here. Why are you here? Because he invited you, right?
No, nobody invited. I
How-
got called here
For what?
because you were causing an issue with
I'm
the
not.
rally.
I was the one trying to like scream some sense into these people, and this guy backed me up with his fist in my face and said, "You don't know who the F I am. I will kill." Like it's scary.
Yeah.
I have the video. I
But
could show
still-
you.
Show me the video.
All right, I'm gonna. All right.